convicted felon may get a new trial after multiple jurors come forward alleging racial slurs were made during jury deliberations.
Fox 9's Christina Palladino sat through the federal court hearing this afternoon, and she is live outside the courthouse tonight in St. Paul. Christina.
Well, cameras are not allowed in the federal courthouse here, but I was there for the 90-minute hearing, more than 5 years after a man was convicted of an armed robbery and being a felon in possession of a gun. 2 jurors say they were influenced by racist remarks to send him to prison. Michael Smith has sat behind bars in federal prison for more than 5 years for a crime he says he did not commit.
How can you send someone to jail based off the color of their skin?
Nicole O'Neill is Smith's girlfriend. She acknowledges Smith has made mistakes in the past. He was convicted of murder in the 3rd degree 16 years ago and went to prison. Smith was released in 2012.
He served his time for that. That doesn't mean you're always going to be negative or evil or whatever the court is trying to portray him as, a criminal.
Then in April of 2012, Smith was charged with being an armed career criminal in possession of a firearm for an incident that happened in North Minneapolis. Court documents obtained by Fox 9 show there was no evidence tying Smith to the gun, like fingerprints or DNA. Smith's attorney argues the issue came down to credibility, whether to believe police officers or the testimony from a North Side resident and Smith.
It was a racial trial, the first trial, because I could see it in the jury's eye. They were racist.
Smith's grandmother tells me she's happy 2 jurors have now come forward claiming racist comments influenced their decision. The jury foreman says during deliberations, another juror told the group, look, he's a black person with a previous criminal record living in North Minneapolis. You know he's just a banger from the hood, so he's got to be guilty.
I have a grandson living in North Minneapolis, and he's not a gangbanger.
Smith's loved ones say they now have hope justice will be served.
I mean, that's the love of my life. I love that man with my mind, body, and soul.
Now, the jury foreman who was here today and testified says he's felt guilty about this case since the day that it ended, but he didn't come forward until he read an article recently about a similar situation in Colorado. That's when he contacted the judge here. Now, a hearing will be held next year to determine if a new trial will happen. We're live in St. Paul tonight. Christina Palladino, Fox 9.